Welcome back, friends. Here's the next steps on taking this bike apart. Next, I'm going to focus on the wiring. Now, I need to get the wiring out of the way to be able to pull the engine because the wiring's an integral part of everything, and honestly, it's going to hang me up from trying to yank the engine out of the motorcycle. So we're going to go through and get the wiring all backed up to the front of the bike and get it hung out of the way. Remove the camera, show you guys kind of what I'm working with, where everything's at, and how to take it out. Okay, looking at the back of the motorcycle, there's a lot of wiring in the back here, and obviously we want to get everything moved to the front of the bike. So we're going to start here. There's this junction panel here. This is where I'm not sure what all hooks up back here, but we're going to go ahead and get this pulled and kind of get behind there. Because like I said, there's a lot of wiring that's hooked up back there, and that's a lot of what we need out of the way first. There's this panel here, so I want to go ahead and loosen this with the right size wrench here. With the cover out of the way, we can go ahead and actually pull this out of the frame here. And a lot of this stuff should unhook, hopefully nicely. So like I said, the big thing is I want to be able to get the wiring backed completely off this bike and out of the way. There's our fuse box. Got a regulator here. I should be able to uncap this and then take these two leads off as well. And then from there, I know I've got to bring the wiring down the backbone here and start pulling everything forward. I probably can leave that intact for now. I don't think I have to take that apart. I'm gonna have to cut this here. So we'll cut this cable. And also, I need to unplug this. I believe that's for my ignition system. We'll go ahead and we'll cut a couple more of the zip ties here, try to get some of the stuff to separate. We'll take this screw out next, and then we'll pull these connectors apart. Trying to unplug as many connectors as possible so that way I'm not cutting wires. I'd like to not have to cut as much on this bike as I can, just to try to salvage what's here and what makes sense to save. That should be for our brake light switch, I believe. Underneath the motorcycle, there's a connector here. That's kind of a pain in the butt to get to. It's covered in grease. Hopefully it'll unplug nicely. Got that unplugged. As you can see here on the right-hand side of the bike, there's a few more connections here. I think this will unplug as well. There's that. We'll have to follow this forward. There's a spot in the frame here that this is hooked to. Pull that right off the frame. Then I need to unplug this. Try to get that to come apart. Regulator wiring. Need to cut that next. Getting this connection from the rectifier here unplugged was kind of a pain in the butt, but we've got that undone. Now I should be able to back the wiring back up underneath the frame here, above the frame. Not sure what it's tied to. It might be zip tied in place. There's a frame hanger there. Okay, I've got all the wiring pulled from the front of the bike, from the other side, over the frame. Now I should be able to lift this through, I believe, fishing it up through this channel here. I know there's other wires that are going other directions, so I have to figure out where those are at and what they hook to. Looks like there's a junction right here for the starter, or for a ground, I should say, so I'll have to go ahead and get that loosened up next. Looks like that's a 9/16. I should be able to loosen it up right here. Once I get that nut off there, I should be able to pull that section of wiring. With the wiring undone here, the next step is going to be pulling this starter cover. So I have to try to get this thing off so I can get to the wiring on the starter itself. So let's go ahead and pull that next. All right, I've got most of the screws pulled for this cover, but unfortunately there's another screw in front of it, so I have to pull this cover as well. Kind of the pain in the butt with these covers. They really do cover up anything. They are hiding screws. Nice to have them hidden, but then kind of a pain in the butt when you have to take everything off to get to one part. Sitting on the right-hand side of the bike, there's what I believe to be the neutral switch here. This should show you your neutral location. I have to undo that. And then on the bottom side of the starter here, there's a plug here as well. So I have to go ahead and unplug that. And I think once I have that, everything from the starter here is unplugged and the transmission, and I think I can back this wiring out. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen this up, unplug that, and then we'll go back to the other side and see if we can pull everything out. Alright, I know this is hard to see in here, but the neutral safety switch does not have to come undone. That actually unplugs so that can stay in its home. On the starter here, there's a positive cable that runs to that and another cable that runs to the actual main harness. So the starter wires do have to come off as well. Like I said, there's a plug underneath here. I have fished all this stuff back out. Now I'm going to go to the other side, and I should be able to pull this wiring from this side. Back on the left-hand side of the bike, you can see our starter wires here. A couple ground wires, different things around. I should be able to pull this wiring loom up from underneath here now. Okay, now that I pulled that, I should be able to tuck these wires back behind here, and I should be able to pull everything through, I believe. I'll go ahead and try to get everything heading in the same direction, just to try to make this a little bit easier, because I know there's not a lot of room to pull in here. Try to get that out and around the back of that bracket there. And actually, I'm going to pull this Allen here. This Allen is in the way, so once I pull this, then I should be able to get this wiring out of the way. Of course, this one has to be metric, so we're going to use a 6mm. That's what the size is on this one. Once I go ahead and get this Allen all the way out here, that takes that out of the way. With the Allen out of the way, I should be able to get my wiring pushed up from behind here. Of course, with that pushed up from behind, then I should be able to fish everything up through the backbone here. So underneath the seat here is where all the wiring kind of comes together. I should be able to pull this up and through. Actually, I don't know that I need to do that. Sorry. There is a... Well, there was a zip tie holding that in place. I should actually be able to push this stuff down in looking at this now. Okay, that's all starting to come down through the bike now. And as you can see, we can pull everything forward here. There is one of those wire tie mounts right here. Pull that forward. And then on the coil here, there's there are 3/8 nuts. We need to undo those next. Once those are undone, then I can swing the wiring all out of the way. Before I can pull the rest of the wiring out, there's actually horn wires on the back side of the horn here, and there's a connector right here on the back of the horn. So I do have to pull the horn to be able to get that connector loosened up to be able to get the wiring out. It's a little loom that holds everything together. As you can see, there's this little guy on the back here. That's just another 3/8 stud there. We'll go ahead and loosen that up, and then this wiring will come out of place. Now with the horn undone and the horn wiring out of the way, we can go ahead and back this up through the neck here. Obviously this is the ground that goes to the stud there, and then I've got a couple more wires on the other side that I need to figure out where they're plugged in at, and should be right on the other side of the backbone here. There's a connector here. We should just be able to unplug this. So with that unplugged, and then this one off of the mount here, we should be able to back that off. That one's pulled off. Now I can back these around to the other side. Okay, back on the left-hand side of the bike, you can see we've got everything fished through and around here. Now the wiring harness itself is through the coil mount here. Go ahead and pull that up and around. And then we'll just hang this out of the way for now. The only thing hooked up now is the headlight itself, so that's still plugged in, and I can actually unplug that. So there's a plug here for that. So we'll go ahead and do that real fast. So that undoes the headlight. So now the headlight's free and ready to go. And then of course there's the rest of the handlebar control wiring, and all of that stuff is up into this section here in the top. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure if you can see that all up there, but that's where the two plug wire ends are. And I don't know that I can pull those out right now. I think if I pull this cover, I should be able to get them out of there. In the riser here, there's a plug connector, a couple of plugs. Obviously our handlebar plugs and all the stuff is still wired into the dash lights up here. So I'm actually going to leave this stuff the way it is for now. I know that I'll have to depin this to be able to get it to come apart, and I don't have the right tool for that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this together, and I'm just going to hang the wiring out of the way. Well, this wiring project was a bit of a bear. It did fight me quite a bit, and like I said, I don't know where everything plugs in at. I'm not taking one of these apart, so a lot of it was kind of just finding my way through and fishing wires back and figuring out what does need to be unplugged and what does not. Obviously, I ran into a few of those things where they didn't have to actually come out, and I'd undone them only to find out that they'd already been unplugged and I didn't have to take them out. So it was a fun one and a challenge. Of course, the bike is still coming along and it's coming apart. Next up is going to be this engine. That's the biggest thing I wanted to be able to get out, and I need that wiring out of the way to be able to do that. Now I've got a couple little odds and ends I need to be able to remove before I get to the engine, but that's in a future video. Of course, if you found this video helpful and you liked it, give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you share this video with your friends, I also appreciate that. If you share my content, that's super awesome, and I'm very grateful for that. I want to take a quick minute and thank the members of the channel, people that have joined my membership program. I'm very grateful for you, and I'm grateful that you've joined this membership program, and you can see my videos as they come out. If you're looking to do the same thing, there's a membership section on my landing page on YouTube. If you'd like to join one of the tiers, go ahead and do that. I really appreciate it, and I thank you for doing that. If you haven't joined, you do have to wait for the videos to come out as they release. If you have joined, you get to watch them as soon as I upload them, so there are some perks to that. Of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button. Smash that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, and help me grow this channel. The numbers continue to come in, and they continue to grow, and I appreciate it, so I want to say thank you for that. Anyway, friends, I got to figure out what I'm doing next with this thing, so off to the next project.